Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on playlist called Object Oriented Programming. And in this video we are going to study about interfaces. So you must have heard about the concept of APIs, application programmable interfaces. So there is something similar to those APIs in Python, but these APIs aren't that much practical, because what you are doing is that just making an abstract class, and in all those passing just abstract methods without any body. So this is more like a backbone of a program, but not like an interface. With the to make this an interface, you need to add more programmability. So that's why they are not that much used in programming in Python specifically, and that's why they are having very limited skill for you. An abstract class, but it has only abstract methods, no other methods or function. It provides way more flexibility than inheriting a full class. Example, international credit card. So what this example is all about: suppose that you are from India and you have to buy something in India. So what you have to do, you have to pay in rupees. But suppose you go to America and then you have to pay in dollars. So you need something that is independent of just rupees and just dollars. You need something that can convert all of these rupees and USDs into a more general aspect. So this is an example of why we need interfaces. That credit card is our interface, because we don't have to carry rupees and then get it exchanged as dollar. All we are having an international credit card, so we can pay all of our bills using that. So we are using this is not our program. Our program is a little bit different, but let me walk you through with our program. So we are having abstract base class, and then importing asterisk, and then in my class we are using ABC as our parent class, and then we are having two abstracts method, connect and disconnect. All right, connect and disconnect. So let's just run this block of code. So what it is like that we are working on a database, and there is something that we need to connect to database and then disconnect. So we just defined a very basic layout. That means we have to connect and we have to disconnect. We didn't pass any parameters, we just said pass and pass. So in our program, what we are doing is that we are defining a class called Oracle, as Oracle is a database, and it is inheriting my class. So in the function of connect, we will write some code that will have port numbers, will have URLs and APIs and IDs and password to connect to the Oracle database, and then after the end we are just printing the Oracle database. And similarly we are using the disconnect part, and similarly we are also having a SQL class with connect and disconnect functions. So let's just run this block of code as well, and then we are having a class of database, and it is just going to ask us enter the name of database and then class name, and then x is equals to class name. We are just defining the class name as global, and then x dot connect and x dot disconnect. So let's just run this. Suppose we have to call SQL. So let's just run this and see, connecting to SQL database, disconnected to SQL database. So this is the only concept of interface, is that a very basic API we can say, but saying it an API will also be wrong, because it doesn't have any basic definition inside its own parameters. So yeah, that is all that has to be covered in our playlist of object oriented programming. I hope you all like this playlist, and in the upcoming videos I will be starting with machine learning, and first I will be finishing Python a little bit more in detail, and then I will start machine learning. So please stay with me till then. Stay safe and keep coding.